Hello, this is Joe. Today's ingredients for our recipe are squash, green beans, coconut cream or coconut milk. You could use either one or both. Coconut oil to saute the aromatics with garlic and ginger. That always is my objective whenever I'm sauteing my aromatics, is to make sure it's golden brown, not burnt but golden brown. Now we'll add the onions, now one thing about seafood, here's a tip that I could give you. When it comes to seafood, ginger is a very good ingredient. It kind of minimizes the fishy flavor as well as give you a very good aroma and flavor as well. But ginger is an excellent ingredient for most of your seafood recipes. Okay, so we're just going to saute this until the onion is nice and translucent. Okay, so now we are going to add our this is coconut milk. I got the heat on medium because we're going to allow this to boil nice and slow so that we could develop the flavor. Okay, so there we have 2 cans of coconut milk. We are going to allow that to simmer nice and slow, and let's go ahead and add a little bit of cracked black pepper and season it. Start with about, I would say, about half a teaspoon of salt in there, and okay, so our coconut milk or coconut sauce is simmering nice and low heat, and we are trying to develop flavor from the aromatics, so this will have to simmer for a while so that all that flavor of our aromatics can be infused with the coconut milk. Give you a little more time. I really want the sauce to be nice and creamy and the flavor of the aromatics infused in the coconut sauce. So here's an option. You can make this slightly spicy if you wish. You could cut this open and put it in there for spiciness, but most of the time my grandchildren share my food and I don't want to make it too spicy for them, so I just put the whole thing in there. Okay, it will have the flavor and aroma of the jalapeno without making it hot. And as you can see, I have cleaned my crabs. I have taken out all the parts which I really don't care for. I have taken out the innards, which they call what do you call that, tamale. I cleaned that off and left the claws in there. I did save a couple of them that are whole because people like to see what they're eating, so I left 2 for presentation, and I'm gonna put that together with the jalapeno at the same time. And of course I will be serving it with lemon. With seafood, it's always a good idea to serve it with lemon. And another option is you could cut the richness of your coconut sauce by adding maybe a drizzle or 2 of lemon juice. And I like the rind, so I'm going to scrape those rinds and add it to my sauce. Okay, these are 2 options you could use to enhance your coconut sauce. Okay, so what I did while the camera was off was scrape some of the rind and added it to the coconut sauce. And let's taste this and see if we are ready to add our vegetable. Smells so good with that lemon rind. That's one thing I like about lemon rind. It gives it that citrusy aroma. And let's see. Wow. Okay, the flavor of all the aromatics is in the sauce, and it's really delicious. You could just scoop some of this and put it over your rice and it's good to go. So we're going to add the green beans, and the squash. These 2 I always put together because they take a while to cook, but almost at the same time they'll be ready. Okay, so we're going to cover this and allow that to simmer until nice and tender. Let's go ahead and season our vegetable. And as you know, I use my salt shaker. It prevents me from putting much more than I need, and all I'm doing is sprinkling a little bit of this salt in order to season the vegetable. And we'll put the lid back on and allow this to simmer. Okay, our coconut sauce is boiling briskly, so we are going to stir it. You have to stir it every now and then to prevent it from sticking at the bottom and burning our sauce and vegetables. So now we are going to check the squash for tenderness. We want to make sure that it's cooked through. Oh, there you go. There's a very slight, very slight resistance, and that tells me that our vegetable is cooked and we are ready to go ahead and add our jalapeno, and then put our crab in there and give it a chance to simmer nice and slow with the rest of the vegetables. Okay, so let's put that on low, even lower, and allow it to simmer. Okay, so let's check this and test it for seasoning. Now remember that our crab is fully cooked, and all we're doing is really cooking the vegetables and these 2 presentation crab here, whole crab. That spicy aroma of jalapeno, one of my favorite scent in my kitchen. Okay, we are going to check for salt. Make sure our seasoning is sufficient. Oh my goodness, it's so good. It's so delicious. The creamy flavor, the creaminess of coconut sauce, as well as the spicy aroma of the jalapeno and the crab flavor. So good. Now this is, like I said, this is an option, okay? But coconut sauce is so creamy that I always feel like I need some kind of acidity to cut through some of that richness. So I squeeze, that's not quite half of a lemon in there, and I squeeze some in there, and that is ready. We turn off the heat, and my stove I always have to turn it off ahead of time because the remaining or the residual heat, it continues to cook my vegetable and whatever meat I have. So it's still boiling, as you can see, and it's already off, and by the time that turns completely off, it'll be just perfectly cooked.